All right, look who's back. It is Rich Thaw from Core Excellence, of course. He is one of the best when it comes to personal training. I'm a little nervous because you didn't bring the ladies along with you today. But today we're talking about some strength training, and we're going to target the shoulders today. Let's first of all talk about shoulders and, why it's so important to target those shoulders.
Well, looking at shoulders as a whole, that's usually one of the problem areas that comes about when talking about the upper body training.
Right.
You say, let's do a push-up or a bench press or a row today, and someone's like, oh yeah, my shoulder's kind of weird. I did a little something. Then they have a whole long story. So a lot of that comes from...
I've been that guy.
You see, there you go. I didn't even know. So it's very common, right? So we're talking, if you want to move better or be stronger, you have to learn how to activate those muscles or get them to work in a more optimal way. So that starts with teaching them how to move properly.
Okay.
So if we're sitting at the desk all day, then we go to try and do a push-up, chances are like the neck's going to fire up, or the shoulders, like an injury like you just talked about. So we want to put those shoulders in a better position like so, almost like get them onto the rib cage, and teach the body, okay, this is what it feels like to get them onto the rib cage and then off of the rib cage, on and off. So you can move healthy within that range.
Rich, can you overdo it? Can you build your shoulders too much?
Sure.
Is there such a thing?
I'm talking about more awareness.
Okay.
So awareness of your scapula being like the shoulder blade itself on that rib cage. So for example, like being able to pull that shoulder blade back and then going off the body.
Okay.
Back and off the body. And then do a push-up from the stable position, which we're going to talk about in a second.
All right.
But you definitely can overdo this pulling the shoulder blades down and back. And that's where you see people with one of these postures.
Yeah, you don't want to look like that. That is
Not
for
the best
sure.
thing in the
Well,
world.
you're going to share some great exercises with us this morning. What's the first thing you want to do?
So first thing, we call it a kettlebell corkscrew. But I
Okay.
want to teach you, like I just mentioned, about that shoulder awareness, the scapula, the shoulder blade awareness.
Okay.
So if you can lie on your back right here.
You got it.
And get these fancy toys out of the way. And if you can hand me your left hand.
Okay.
So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to grab hands right here.
All right.
Don't read into this.
Okay.
Relax your arm. Let your shoulder blade come off the ground.
Okay.
So all you're doing, you feel your shoulder blades off the ground right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you to hug your shoulder blade down to the ground. Let it wrap underneath you.
Okay.
So we're going to go one of those. 1 second. Relax that right there.
Okay.
Right underneath you right there. So what happens? You feel the shoulder blade touching the ground right now? All right, can you let it go again?
Okay.
Now get that back underneath the ground on your own. Go ahead.
Okay.
Boom. That's a packed shoulder. Right? So that's what we call a packed, stable shoulder right now. So if I were to ask you to hold that as hard as you can, don't let go. I'm going to try to pick your body up.
Okay.
Hold that packed shoulder, okay? You ready? There you go. And that's a stable shoulder.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep down. Like, it's surprising.
For sure it is.
It's not something you do very often.
No,
right?
not at all. But we're talking about creating that awareness of what a stable shoulder should be like.
Right.
So when we go into a push-up, when we go into a row, when we go into an ab wheel, for example, where those shoulder blades could be more unstable.
Yeah, I noticed you brought my favorite instrument, the ab wheel. So what can we do with the kettlebells? Like, say we don't have somebody with us. How can we work it with the kettlebell?
So with the kettlebell, same kind of concept. You're going to lay on your back.
Okay.
Same kind of concept.
All right.
I'm going to hold that kettlebell just like so. Give me your hand. Cool. And you are going to pack that shoulder just like we practiced.
Okay.
So the shoulder blade is kind of hugging the ground underneath you right here. So it's very important. You can see that I'm touching his upper shoulder right here. So let's see that he's not doing one of those. So we're keeping that shoulder blade down and back.
Right.
Can you punch the ceiling with your knuckles? Right there.
Okay.
Cool. Can you turn your hand all the way in?
All right.
And then all the way up. Keeping that shoulder pack. Can we do 5 of those? Whoa.
Okay. Oh.
Don't let that drop on your face. It's bad news.
No, don't worry. If I can't hold this kettlebell, I am in big trouble.
That's bad news. Yeah. So
what am I working on?
You know what? You tell me what you feel. Let's play that game.
Well, I can certainly feel like I obviously don't do this very often because I feel it around the whole shoulder.
Boom, that's
right?
it. You feel the muscles in the back of the shoulder. You feel the muscles pulling that shoulder blade onto the rib cage, onto the back.
Absolutely.
So we're just creating some awareness or waking up those muscles that pull the shoulder blade or keep that neck nice and healthy.
Put the mic pack back on.
Getting aggressive here this morning.
What's next, my friend?
That, like we said, creating awareness. So when we go into a push-up, which is what we're doing exactly right now, we're trying to avoid this like shoulders or elbows way up, but we can keep those shoulder blades in that good position like we just practiced.
Okay.
So we can actually feel those shoulder blades stay onto the rib cage.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a fancy push-up right there. So
That
we notice
is.
that there's no more trap involvement or neck involvement, but it truly is a press.
I just heard 30 seconds in my ear. You want to punish me with this?
We can
or
go
what?
with the ab wheel. Yeah, let's do that right there. So tall kneeling ab wheel, this is another exercise we can practice of keeping those shoulders packed. So let's put your hands on the wheel.
Okay.
And we can get that shoulder blade onto the rib cage, same thing we just talked about. So do me a favor, on your knees, easy.
Okay, I get the easy
pack
one.
those shoulders again.
Okay.
Pull these down, 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 down. There we go. Now
like
let's go on out. Yeah. Let's bring the hips down with you though, Derek. Oh my God, this is amazing. He loves this. This is good for him.
I am telling you at home, if you think this looks easy, it is absolutely not easy.
Oh, keep those shoulders out of the ears. There we go. So this is another battle to try and keep, again, that awareness of the shoulder blades down and back.
Right.
So using that kettlebell corkscrew or having a friend to help you practice that shoulder blade awareness will keep your upper body healthy and teach you how to be more optimal, get rid of those energy leaks, and get stronger with less effort. Let's put it that way.
I have got to start working on my shoulders. That's the one thing I learned in today's segment. Rich, always
Come
a
to me,
pleasure.
I'll take care of you,
got it. We'll be back with more BT. We got a high of 9, but Catherine has all the details coming up right here on Breakfast Television.